But my wife and I were, so recently we were sitting at home, so we just bought our first house a couple years ago, so we're like married, got a house, we're sitting in our house together watching TV, and all of a sudden my wife turns to me, and she goes, so, where is this going? And that question's okay when you're like 6 months in, trying to figure shit out, but we're 15 years of marriage sitting in a house we bought together. I said to her, well, congratulations, honey, we're there. Like that's, this is where it's going. Now you just remind me every month to trim my ear hair, and I'm gonna make sure you don't sign up for a multi-level marketing scheme, and we're just here for 30 or 40 years, hopefully. Well, what she was really trying to get to is she wanted to say, want to talk about should we have kids? She wanted to know, because we're in our early 40s, we don't have kids. She's like, should we have kids? And we're talking about it, we're thinking about it, but I'm worried that we missed our window, right? Like, I think the best time to have kids is when you're like early 20s, late 30s, and your first friend in your friend group has a kid, they bring it around, and it's adorable. It's like this amazing sales pitch, right? Like your first friend comes around, the baby's cute and adorable, and you all ask the same question, your new parent friend, you're like, what's it like? What's it like to be a parent? They always say like the same thing. It's always, oh, it's the hardest thing I've ever done, but the most rewarding. Oh, I didn't know true love until this moment. Oh. And the baby's cute, and you all fall for it, you all have kids. But that's great, you all can be parents at the same time. But my wife and I, we were like traveling around, we were doing the career thing, we just kind of missed it, and then we moved back here, we got all these friends who had kids way back then, and now we're talking to them who they have older kids. And I gotta tell you, that sales pitch has changed dramatically. So much. I was talking to I got one buddy, he's got a 15-year-old son. And I said, my wife and I were thinking about having kids. What do you think? Should we do it? And he got real stern and like put down the thing he was doing. And he looked at me and he said, why the fuck would you do that? Why? He said, you want to know what it's like to have a 15-year-old kid? You want to know? Here's what it's like. Every morning, take $50 out of your wallet, flush it down the toilet. Gone. It's gone. Then make every surface in your home sticky. You don't know why. It just is. Then he said, here's another thing about having a 15-year-old kid. I don't know where any of my silverware is. I do not know. Right? He's like, forks, spoons, I don't know. I think he takes them into his room to eat, but he never brings them back. So I think they're in his room. But his room smells like nachos and jizz. I'm not going in there.